Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time for another episode of LogicBots. Unfortunately, I wasn't yet able to solve the multitasking problem from the previous episode, so I decided we're going to continue to the next task. Now, this one might be interesting because we get a new objective, we get a new tool, which is the GPS. Oh yeah. So what we basically have to do is save the GPS location, for instance the first one, and then it will automatically spew out a direction and a distance towards the target. So that's the two numbers we have to deal with. We have to go to here, then there. Then we got number 4, number 5. That seems to be very straight. So no objects in the way, and therefore we should be able to solve this pretty easily, at least I hope so. So let's go ahead and choose a robot. I'm gonna go with this one right here, because I have a very simple design in mind. Let's go ahead and add a couple of lines right there. We're gonna add the wheels as usual. And I guess we can also use a little caster ball in the front and maybe in the back as well in order to stabilize it a little bit better. There we go, that seems to be cool. Then we're gonna go to the functional parts. I wonder when they fix this error. This has been in there since we started, I believe. Anyways, we added the compass. I'm also gonna add 2 number monitors. Let's add them right there and maybe one more like this. So the first number monitor is gonna be the direction. The second monitor is going to be the distance. And then of course this is just gonna be the GPS. Great, okay, I think we got our bot ready. Let's have a look at the circuit board. We're gonna add this shebang, and then we got the GPS, we got the direction and the distance. Cool, let's have a look at that module. So you can add a waypoint right here. So for instance, right now it's waypoint 0, but of course in the beginning we want this to be waypoint 1. However, we can already hook up the direction and the distance right there so we can measure it. So let's go ahead and add not a signal splitter. I just want to show you something. Let's add a static value of 1 right there and hook this up to the waypoint system. So now we should be able to see the direction that we currently have. It needs to be 0 in order to point towards the target, so we are 40 degrees off. Also, the distance seems to be in meters, so we would have to travel for 15 meters into that direction. That means as soon as we are facing the right way, which is direction 0, then we want to go straight, and as soon as we reach the target, we want to set the next waypoint. And since, it's all in order, that should be easy. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then, it's 0 in the end. That could be a problem. That's fine, let's not concern ourselves with that just yet. I'm gonna remove this again. Let's set up the first condition. We're definitely gonna have to work with a counter, I think. That's gonna be the easiest. So maybe let's add that here. We're also gonna need reset, start pulse maybe here. Yeah, that could be good. We're gonna reset this shebang because we will have to have multiple tries. Then we also need a way in order to add the number 1 in the beginning, so it's not going to waypoint 0. Oh, I have another idea. I mean, in the beginning we are at waypoint 0, so we could go with the same condition we go anyways, which is, if we are a certain distance from the target, then we just want to add to the waypoint. So maybe let's already add that. We're gonna say if we are less than, could we add that here? Yeah, possibly. I'm just gonna add it here. If the distance is less than, let's add 0 here, then we want to reset the waypoint. So now theoretically the waypoint should be 1. However, no, we don't want to do that. We want to add to the counter, of course, and then the counter is gonna decide which waypoint we have. So how can we check this? How can we check which waypoint we're currently going towards? Hold the phone, I did something wrong. Of course not less than 0. We want to do maybe less than 1 meter. Alright, so if we are less than 1 meter away from the target, then we want to switch. Yeah, okay, this worked. You can see it's 39 degrees here. And when I didn't have this connection right here, we are at minus 180 degrees. That means we are a little bit over the target. We're actually right inside the target, sometimes going into the right direction, sometimes in the wrong direction if you observe this direction here. So that's good to know. That was a good way to actually test this out. And therefore we have switched this counter already to the number 1 doing that. So that's good. And as soon as we reach the target 1, it's gonna add again to number 2. And the waypoint is gonna change again. Okay, now we need to do the driving capability, and I guess we can do this with a splitter here. We're gonna add a splitter for the number 0. So if, and now this is something I will have to test out, but if the angle is greater than 0, I would say. Do I even need a splitter for this? I don't think so. We can still add one if we do, but I want this to be as clean as possible. So if the angle is greater than 0, the direction right there, then we possibly want to split this up. And we want to, for instance, go with the left motor and not with the right motor. That basically means whenever we are above 0 degrees, then the left motor is going to turn, and if we are below 0 degrees, the right motor is going to turn. And this might be the other way around. We can test this out. No, look at that. I actually did it. So we are going towards number 1. I wonder, we are going to fail at least at number 5. But this might already be working a little bit. We reached number 1, but we actually did it too early. We turned too early. Or maybe not, maybe not. It lit up in green here, so maybe it's alright. No, we definitely turned too early. So instead of 1, we're gonna do like 0.1. Or 0.2 maybe? I don't want to go too crazy here. Okay, let's do this again. And this doesn't work. Let's see what we need to add. Maybe 0.5. That could work. Yeah, there we go. It's of course not the fastest design, but it might be a budget build. Let's see. We reached the first waypoint, and this time it was quite a clear thing. We're going to waypoint number 2, and we reached it. Okay, beautiful. This might work out until we reach number 5, and then of course we have to add a condition to reset to number 0. But let's see this happen first. Number 3 was alright, then number 4, number 5, and now it doesn't know what to do because it has set number 6 as a waypoint. So that means we also are going to need a comparison. Let's add an equal sign. Yeah, you can see here it's number 6. We need a splitter in this case. So we're gonna add that to here and there. And then we need to compare this number to the number 6. We're gonna add that right here. If it is number 6, then we want to reset it to 0. So that means we need another splitter for the reset. That's a little bit annoying and unfortunate. Let's actually add this guy right here so we can sort this out a little bit better. Gonna remove you again, and then we can add the splitter. The splitter needs to be split up right here. So we're gonna do the reset signal. No, it's not a splitter, it's an OR gate that I need. So either the start pulse can reset the counter, or this thing right here can reset the counter, this event that the counter is at 6. Cool, so that should solve our problem. Our cash is 990, or the budget. No, the cost is over 1000, so I don't think we reached the budget build. Also we have... No, we're fine, alright. Just a little bit of starting issues there. But let's do this, let's go through all of the waypoints just like before. Nothing should have changed there. Okay, there we go, the moment of truth, and yes, it totally worked. We didn't get any of the achievements, but we solved the problem, so that's fine with me. Let's have a look at the next one. GPS navigation 2, so I would assume now we have objects in the way, but I'm not sure. Oh, no, maybe not. Let's see. We need to go down here, so the robot needs to be prepared for bumpy terrain. Then we're going right there, and this curve we should be able to take because the rocks are not really in the way. And then, holy no. Oh god, no. So we will have to go across this bridge, but how the heck would I do that? Oh, okay, so as soon as we want to go right here, then we need to detect if the distance beneath the bot goes down a lot. And if it goes down, we want to go towards the left side. And then it's gonna go all the way to here and try to sneak around there. And then we go to number 5. Cool, so number 5 then is gonna lead us towards this thing here. So we will have to detect the wall as well. Hold the phone, this is number 9. Where's number 6? Ah, okay, of course. It is number 6. I'm such an idiot. This happens to me all the time. But anyways, we go towards number 6, detect the wall, and therefore go towards the right. And if we don't detect the wall again, we want to go to the GPS location. Okay, maybe that's gonna work out. So first of all, let's go ahead and load our bot, GPS1. There we go. We want to start this thing up just to see how it fares with the first few puzzles. And then we can see where we need to install the sensors in order to avoid the obstacles on the way. Okay, this is already a slight issue here. We might want to go with the big cards, to be honest with you, this time. Yeah, here we are turning way too early. I don't think the bot is gonna make that. So, let me actually rebuild this shebang. I think I'm just gonna do it. We're gonna remove this bad boy, and then we hopefully can start with this guy, which is much stronger, of course, and we should have the space, you know, to use it somewhat. So maybe give me a couple of minutes in order to recreate what we already had. Okay guys, this one had me thinking for quite a bit. I decided to go with proximity sensors, as you can see, and they didn't cover enough space for my taste. I needed the proximity sensor that covered this part of the vehicle, but then there would be a problem with the rocks on the other side. You will see in a second what I mean. However, I want to show you how I hooked these things up so you are up to date. What you can see right here is basically what we did in the previous segment. However, we have these two proximity sensors. They are basically doing the same thing. So I added an OR gate right here and then a splitter. The first line, as soon as a proximity sensor detects something, is it goes into the right motor direction. And it does that in reverse, so the right motor is gonna reverse and therefore the vehicle is gonna turn towards the right side. At the same time, it also activates the left motor so that the vehicle turns even faster. So that is the basic thinking behind this. I did it a little bit differently. For instance, instead of 0.3, I used 0.5, but I think the rest is more or less the same. Okay, so let's get this started. We want to test this. Of course, we're still gonna fail at the trench, but we might be able to at least make it past the first few obstacles. Also, I realized that we are first going into the woods. That's something I actually have missed, but this body is now also strong enough to make it up the hill. Alright, so we are approaching our first obstacle and we need to be able to detect the stone, just like we did right now. And we're kind of sneaking around them right now. And this sensor is now going to detect this stone. If we only have the one in the middle, this just doesn't work. It gets stuck. Also, if I only have the other one, it will fail later on. Anyways, we're gonna make our way towards the woods. That's something that, you know, just works the same way as with any other obstacle. So we go around this tree right here and then we detect it and sneak past it. So now we need to add another functionality in order to detect when the ground disappears. And if that happens, we should turn into the other direction. So that's gonna be quite interesting. For that, we need to install another sensor. Let's actually see what we have. We probably want to go with the laser ranger so we can measure a certain distance. And then we might want to make ourselves a little extension. Let's make this a little bit thinner. And we want to avoid making this too long. It shouldn't go into the sensor. Something along these lines. Yeah, that is just about the right length. Now we're gonna grab this guy and move it beneath it. So it's pointing down and it's gonna be the first object to see that there is no ground, even though we will not have a lot of time to turn around, but we should be able to easily program that in. So we call this Ranger, and we go back to the circuit board and add that right there. So what do we want to achieve with the Ranger? The opposite of the proxy sensor. If the Ranger detects something, then we want the right motor to go normally and the left motor to go in reverse. So we already know we gotta split this up, right? Oh no, I totally forgot that we first need to calculate the range. This is a bummer. To make this thorough, I'm gonna add yet another number monitor. I want to monitor this number as well. This is the Ranger. So I'm gonna add that here, and this goes there. Okay, so if the number is greater than something, we will have to figure out what that number is. But we do have another slot that we can use here. So let's say if it is bigger than 0.5, right? Then we want to split up the signal. And the first one is going to go to the left motor direction in reverse. And then we also want to activate the right motor. Oh, geez. So we need an OR gate, right? The OR gate could be here. This goes to that, this goes to that, and this goes to the OR gate. There we go. So now we hooked it up. Let's see if it works. Yeah, the Ranger is very low on the ground, actually. I wonder if it's gonna conflict with any of the objects. Let's see. Slow down, slow down. This could be a problem. No, actually, no. It's beautiful. Let's sneak around the rocks and continue on our merry way. So the first functionality still works the same. Now let's see what happens when the terrain does something different. Okay, number 4, stop. Let's see. Are we gonna detect the trench soon enough? No, not soon enough. So we might want to do a very low number, let's say below 0.2, maybe. So instead of 0.5, we're gonna do 0.2. See how that works. We need to turn sooner if possible. We could add something on the right side. Totally, we could move this over and make it longer. Well, let's see if we still have problems anyways. Okay, there we go. We are approaching the trench. So as soon as it goes down, even slightly, we should detect it. Because, you know, it doesn't go down immediately. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Okay, I see. Let's try something here in the construction menu. We can not remove. I just want to remove this stick and then we're gonna add a longer stick. We do something like that. Rotate this by 45 degrees. Place this here. Now I can take another stick and make it a little bit longer here. 400 millimeters maybe, something along these lines. So we detect the thing pretty early, I would say. And now we take our sensor back and place this bad boy right here. Great. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, this is wonky. Of course, now the range actually changed. So we have to go to 0.3 this time. Hopefully we're gonna make it past the obstacles. It could be a problem here. Yeah, it is indeed. Let me find the best configuration for this. I need to find a long reach without getting into the way. Okay, I think I found a configuration that might work out. We're making our way towards the trees. Let's see how it handles the trees. The last time I failed right there. Okay, this time it worked out. Maybe this is gonna be it, guys. Oh, I'm excited. The Ranger is set to 0.3. And indeed, that worked out so far. Now we should be sneaking across the edge, but it just doesn't work like that. I need to have it go out even more than that. Okay, come on, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. So far, so good. Yeah, we made it this far. Okay. Oh, not good. Okay, we need to set the sensitivity. It needs to be quite exact. Let's set it to 0.26. That's good. That's a good number. 0.26. Come on, boy. You can do this. Turn. Yes. Oh, that's the best attempt so far. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Don't go closer to the edge, you little moron. Come on. Please. Do me the favor. Yes. Okay. Now, turn. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're doing it. I can already feel the victory. Great. Okay, we're going towards number 5. Let's see how it deals with the wall. Oh, wait. What is happening? We have a number 6 right here, and it's already going to number 0 for some reason. I at least believe so. So how are we dealing with the wall? Oh, it's working perfectly. The only thing is just that we're going towards the wrong target. Oh, that is such a shame, guys. Why is that? If it is 6, then of course we have to switch that to 7. If it is 7, then it shall go to 0. Okay, cool. Let's do this one more time in full speed. Going across the first target here, it is a little bit sneaky because, you know, the range is just at the margin I set. But with the rock obstacle, we're dealing quite elegantly, if I do say so myself. We are sneaking around the trees, no problemo, detecting it, moving around it. Great. And now comes the trench. So glad we managed to do that. We move around. Yes. Sneak across the bridge. Do it. Oh, this time we might... Yeah, this time we failed. But we can do it again. That doesn't count. We're back, guys. This time we are gonna do it. It might be because I accelerated here. I want to make sure that we're going slowly and carefully. Yeah, come on. Doing good, doing fine. Yes. Okay, now we're moving towards number 5 and now number 6. And theoretically this should work out. I mean, the last time it did brilliantly with the wall. You know, turning right here, and then we're just gonna sneak along it. Oh my gosh, we did it, guys! Look at this derpy robot. But all I care about is solving the objectives, of course. So now we should be moving around. Oh, come on. Oh, this is very, very narrow here. Don't let me down. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it got itself freed. And now we're gonna move towards... No, this was actually the level completed. Yes, we did it. Oh, and we even had an achievement there. That's interesting. Let's see, what is the achievement? Complete the level without using any ultrasonic rangers. Okay, well, I just preferred the other sensors. But there we go, guys. We actually solved the puzzle. It's beautiful. With that out of the way, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you soon. Bye-bye.